3, 2, 1.
Tell me when it says, we are live. Action! I've always wanted to be a movie star, guys. This is the closest thing I'm going to get. No, okay, this is great. Welcome, guys, to buybuy Baby Paramus. I have lived here for 6 years, and I always come to the store. And today I walked in, and I was like, this place is unbelievable. Every single thing I'm going to show you after. I have a lot of things that I want to show you guys today. Number one, we're going to be talking today about feeding essentials. So that's going to be pumping essentials, nursing essentials, formula essentials, however you are feeding your baby. I want to show you my favorite products that you can find here at buybuy Baby and how they can be really helpful and how they can impact your journey in a very positive way. I got distracted by the amazingness of the rest of the store. So should we do like one quick, I feel like we have to just show you. Can we just show them, like, guys look at this. All of these items, something that I really love that I said when I was walking in was that things are not in boxes. Everything here that we're gonna be talking about today, that I'm gonna show you, but also like every baby product that you can need, it's out. So if you wanna touch it, if you're like, how am I going to clean this humidifier? What size is it? You can actually see it, and it just makes things so helpful for people that are more visual like me, that we just want to see and feel if we like it. So if you have not yet come to buybuy Baby Paramus, I cannot tell you enough how much you need to come, because it is so much fun. Like, bring your baby, don't bring your baby, come twice, come once by yourself so you can take it in, then come once with your baby so you can stick them in the products and see if they like it. But there's so many products here that you can really test out to see if you like it. So I just had to say that because I just love this store. I came in and I just had a really good time. So today we're gonna be talking about all of the feeding essentials. Gigi is gonna just give us a quick rundown.
Hi guys.
Gigi, my bestie. She's gonna give us a quick rundown just about where you can find the different products. And then I'm gonna go deep into them to find my favorite 5 to 7 feeding essentials that I really want you to have. So take it away, Gigi.
We don't want nobody to panic. We are the consultants here, so we're definitely gonna show you how and when.
Gigi has the answer, so don't worry, guys.
So right over here we have all the breast pumps that you're going to need. From breast pump to nursing pads to cream.
All the goods.
All the goods.
All the goods. This stuff is the breastfeeding stuff. Okay, so here's what I want to show you. Number one, if you are pumping or nursing, okay? Number one, if you're pregnant, I always say, if you have any plans at all to try to pump or try to nurse, you need to get a pump. Even if I have people that come to me and they're like, you know, I really don't want to pump, I really only want to nurse, I will tell them, listen, number one, we don't know what's going to happen when you're pregnant. I had lots of dreams and hopes for what I was going to do with my first child, and none of those ended up happening. And I said, I really want to nurse. You know, had I said, I want to nurse, I'm not going to pump, I really would have been in a lot of trouble. So number one, if you're pregnant, I really always tell everyone, have a pump handy anyways. You definitely want to have something so that you know that should you be uncomfortable, should you end up deciding, listen, I thought I was going to nurse and I ended up exclusively pumping. And this baby right here was my literal bestie. So I want to show you, number one, they have such a wide selection of different pumping products available to you. And remember, this is if you're a pumping mom, this is if you're a nursing mom. So let me just show you some of my particular favorites. You can find 2 of them right here. This is the Spectra S2 and this is the Spectra S1. I love these pumps. These pumps are primary pumps, which means that they are technically the only pump that you need for your entire journey to be successful. So in contrast, we have the Spectra S9, which is also a good pump, but it's a secondary pump, which means this little S9 up here is much smaller. It's about this big compared to the Spectra, which is bigger. And this one can really only be used 1 to 2 times a day versus the Spectra S1 and S2 can be used every single day. So that's what you need to think about when you are going ahead and choosing a pump, is you need to have a primary pump that you can use always, and you need to have a secondary pump you don't need to have a secondary pump, but if you want one that's smaller, it's a great option. So my two favorite pumps in this area are the Spectra S1 and S2. The S1 runs on battery. It's rechargeable, as you see here, which means that if you charge, it just has to be charged and it doesn't need to be plugged in. Versus the Spectra S2, which is also great, but it needs to be plugged in to work. So that's the only main difference about these two pumps. And if you don't have one of them, they're really, really great, and I love them. And you can find extra parts all over here. We have backflow protectors, duck bills, we have the charging cable, we have bags, so any extra pieces that you need. These pieces, the silicone duck bills and backflow protectors, need to be changed between every 3 and 4 months, okay? Yes, it does depend on whether or not you are pumping 8 times a day, 1 time a day sometimes. Silicone stretches. So if your parts are stretching, they are not going to work as well if it's stretched, because the silicone parts of the pump, it's basically the motor of the part. So you have the motor in the pump, but then these are the motor of the parts. And if it is not fully, if it's a little bit stretched out, it's not going to empty you as well. So if you get up and you're like, oh my God, I need to get some new parts, or if you come here and you're like, you know what, the 3 months are coming up, or it's 2 months in and you're like, you know what, I don't wanna be in a problem in a month from now, just grab yourself an extra set and don't feel pressured about it, and don't be worried that in 2 months from now, when things are not, working as well because you need to change your parts, you could just grab them from here. So definitely you wanna grab some extra parts so that you have them. They also have some extra flange sizes here. I see a 28. We have some bags. And then there's also the manual breast pump over here should you want to have one. I like manual breast pumps because they're pretty affordable. This one's 29 bucks. And it's just a great thing to have inside of your diaper bag. I used to keep one in my glove compartment. I will never forget when I was in the middle of the Apple store that I thought was gonna take 20 minutes, took 2.5 hours, and I went to the bathroom with my manual pump to empty out because I was like, this is not going well. So this is just an essential that I think having either in your diaper bag, in your purse, I had it in my purse, or in your glove compartment will just save you if you've forgotten one of your parts, or you thought you were gonna be home and you were not. So you can come over here to this section and you can find tons of different nursing essentials, pumping essentials. The Dr. Brown's breast pump is also really good. If you're in the area, you're also looking for it. This one really works as well. It's also a primary pump. But my favorites from this area are definitely the Spectra S1 and S2. I literally used both of these for my first 2 journeys exclusively, and it got tons of milk out for me. So if you're looking for something there, you definitely can check it out. So this is the breast pump area over here. So let's come, if you guys have any questions about anything that I just said, there's gonna be a live Q&A post up at 12 o'clock. So please ask all your questions here. We are writing them all down, and then I'm going to answer them later for you. So any questions that you have about any products that I just said or that I'm going to say, please put them in the comments. We are writing all of them down, and I'm going to be answering them for you a little bit later. So don't forget about that. All right, let's go to the next area. Gigi, where are we going to next?
So the next area that we're going to be is cleaning. Right over here, where you need all your cleaning products, and also sterilizers and bottle warmer, because it's not only breastfeeding, right? We could also do other type of bottle feeding as well too.
Absolutely. So remember guys, this is all about feeding your baby. We want your babies fed. We don't care how they're fed. They need to be fed. If you want to feed them with breast milk, we're here to help. If you want to feed them with formula, we are here to help. We are here to help you feed them anything that a baby can have. So come on to the next area where I want to talk about a few different items over here that are also essentials to what you're going to need. Bottle warmers. So I really find that people are very particular about what they want here. Meaning some people ask me all the time, can I just give my baby the bottle cold? If your baby is willing to take that bottle cold, please do. My first son, even though he was so difficult with the breastfeeding, I took the bottle directly out of the fridge and gave it to him. And I was like, thank you. My second child, my daughter. Everything needed to be warm, perfect temperature. She just needed it all to be perfect. So that is where we really needed a bottle warmer. So you can come over here. I had this one. I had the Dr. Brown's bottle warmer. It was great. It was easy. It was simple. As a postpartum mom, I cannot be reading these manuals from start to finish to figure out what's going on. So this one was easy and simple for me to understand. I am in no headspace to be looking around and trying to figure out what to do here. So we have this bottle warmer over here that I love and I recommend and I've used myself. You also have a portable one. Can you guys believe what they have these days? I swear, when I had my first son 6 years ago, like, I can't even believe that they have this. This is a portable one that I keep inside of my diaper bag, okay? So we can't, my particular daughter, I wasn't bringing this around me and looking for an outlet. I had this in my diaper bag or in my car, usually in my pump bag actually, and I would have it there, and I would start heating it up right before you. I attached my bottle that I used directly to it, and then you would heat it up, and then you would go ahead and you could just heat it. You could just do it directly. I actually use these bottles. I use the Advent Naturals. You can just hook it up directly to here. They have some adapters, and then you can go ahead and heat it up on the go. I'm pretty sure I used this at the zoo, at the car wash, at the doctor's office. Like, this was our go-to over here because she needed it to be warm. Fine. You know what? I loved her enough that I was going to make it happen, so it's okay. Next, we have some cleaning. Guys, I love some cleaning. Let's talk about some cleaning options over here that we have. Okay, Dapple is my go-to brand for cleaning bottles. That is breast milk, that is formula. Dapple is my go-to brand for that, and let me show you all of the different options that I have. So the soaps, this soap is different. It's different than other soaps. Yes, you could use regular dish soap, but you're gonna use this dish soap and you're gonna be like, I should be using this dish soap. The Dapple dish soap is so amazing. I also love, huge fan of using a dishwasher. So what I would do, I have 2 of these exact baskets in my dish, still by the way, in the top rack of my dishwasher. I have 1 on each side. This holds all the little parts, the duckbills, the bottle nipples, all the parts that you're washing. I have 1 on each side because I had that much stuff. We still use it for like sippy cups. Like you're gonna put these in your dishwasher and they're gonna stay there for the next 5 years until your youngest child is like 7. Probably even after that, because it's really like all these like cups that you're using for camps and all that stuff. So we do that, and then you can go ahead and you can use these Dapple dishwasher pods, okay? And this is just, it's fragrance free, it's just a little bit more, it's hypoallergenic, it's just a little bit of a better soap. So you can absolutely go ahead, you can wash, I say to put everything on the top rack only, okay? And then you can do on your dishwasher, most dishwashers will say top rack only, and I'll wash it like that. If you don't have a dishwasher, it's all cool. Come over here and grab this dish soap, and I'll show you the bottle brush down there that I like to use as well. But before I show you that, while we're here, I just want to show you 2 things. Number 1, this is specific plant-based breast pump soap. It's specific for breast pump pieces from Dapple. We love, love, love Dapple. Huge fan of Dapple. And then we also have the breast pump wipes. Ooh, so the single packs. I don't think I've seen these before. Okay, I'm taking this home with me, just so you guys know. Okay, here's what we have over here. If you use your pump parts, okay, and then you need to use your pump parts again, we can't use dirty pump parts, because if we're using dirty pump parts, there can be bacteria. We can't do that. So what you can do if you are out and about is you can use these Dapple breast pump wipes to wipe down your phalanges to give yourself 1, maybe 2, depending on the temperature outside, extra parts, extra pumps. So if you're at work, if you are out on the go, if you're on a trip, whatever it is, I use these at the beach, you can go ahead and wipe the parts and then reuse it. So I had these, but I actually literally love that these are single, because so many times my son would just peel this thing off and it was very annoying because then the wipes would dry out. So if you have children like me, definitely come and grab, I would grab both, but I would grab these single ones, and you could just keep them everywhere because you never know when it is that you're gonna need them. So huge fan of Dapple. If you come over here to this area, and definitely make sure you check it out. Oh, I promised I'd show you my come. I promised I would show you this. So these are all bottle brushes, but this one is actually my favorites. OXO bottle brush. I know people don't know this, but I actually want you to replace these every 3 months. I know some people are like, I haven't replaced it in 3 years. This gets gross. I'm saying, so some people like a silicone brush. Personally, I don't, because I don't find that it gets sudsy enough for me. I've tried probably over 12 bottle brushes, and this has always been my favorite. So I would definitely grab one of these. This is another thing that when you come to check out the store, just grab another one, because one day when you take out your brush and you're like, this thing is nasty, and now you have to go and wait to order it or wait till it comes. No, just have this under your sink. I always had one on my counter and one under my sink. This way, anytime that happened, there were no problems. So this is my favorite bottle brush. It's only $7.99, thank God. So you can just go ahead and have it easy for you. And then we have some more Dapple over here. Oh my God, guys, I love Dapple. I love Dapple. I love Dapple. Okay, Gigi, can you show us some of the formula options? And then we're gonna go over that as well.
So right over here, we cannot forget, because we're talking about breastfeeding or bottle feeding or feeding in general, correct?
Yep.
We cannot forget about the Baby Brisa Formula Pro. So tell me how you think this is a great option.
Okay, guys, so if you are formula feeding, number one, everything that I just said about cleaning, that is for formula, that is for breast milk, that's for everything. You need to clean your stuff, and they need to be nice and clean. So everything that I just talked about, that's for both formula and for pumping. If you have any questions about that, anything that I said or the products, please put it in the comments. If you have questions about how often or how I clean, put them in the comments. I'm gonna answer them all for you guys at around 12 o'clock Eastern time. So I wanna come over to, because we're talking about feeding essentials, we have some wonderful options over here from Baby Breza that I wanna show you. Okay, number one, it's a Keurig for formula. Do you hear what I just said, people? It's a Keurig for formula. So what you do over here is that you fill this up with the formula and the water, and then every time you need to feed, instead of having to go and it's like a fountain soda machine. You just go ahead and you take it out. One of my friends told me that she had one of these downstairs and one of these upstairs, and I was like, okay, treat yourself, and she did. So she had one of these upstairs and downstairs. You really could just have one downstairs, but you know, if you fancy, there's no judgment over here. So she wanted to just have all the options for the middle of the night and for downstairs. So you can go ahead and you can fill this up. Formula can last ready-made 24 hours, assuming that it stays cold. So you can go ahead and absolutely use this, and it will just makes things easier. It just takes, especially if you're having a babysitter or a nanny in the house, or one of your family members are watching and you're just like, you are not doing this right, but you want to be nice about it. You just say, very simple, Mom, just fill it up till it says 6 ounces. And now we don't have to worry about her putting in the, putting the things in the wrong order. This way it's just nice and simple. So if you are formula feeding, I would definitely treat myself to one of these, because it's just gonna make things so much easier for you. So we have 3 options over here that you can come check out, and make sure you can ask Gigi if you want to hear the difference between them, and she can definitely help you out with all the different models. While we're here, this is the essentials, but while we're here, let me just show you the other Baby Breza options that we have. We have a sterilizer, which is great, but I'm really over here talking about the bottle washer. The bottle washer sterilizer, which we have from Baby Breza, which everyone deserves in their life, because no matter what it is that you are feeding your baby, you're gonna have, unless you're only nursing ever and like you're not working or anything, if you're pumping or formula feeding, you're gonna have so many things. My sink at the end of each day and the end of each night was just filled to the brim with so many bottles and so many pump parts, and it's so exhausting. So grab yourself the Baby Breza washer and sterilizer. It will wash and sterilize at the same time, and you can go back to bed, and it's just wonderful. So this is definitely a feeding essential that I want to show you guys. Once you're in this area, you'll see there are other brands. I had this sterilizer. It worked great as well with my first. I think I just got everything Dr. Brown's with my first, but they worked really well and we were very happy. You have some more dish racks over here. I had this one because I like the color. And quick tip, if you have the Boon, make sure that you are picking this up and cleaning the tray, because I forgot to do that for like a month and it wasn't pretty. So make sure that if you have this one, which is very popular and we love it, make sure that you are going ahead and just removing that in order to clean. So these were the essentials. Wait, let's just make sure I showed you guys everything. Okay. Oh wait, guys, come on. Those are the essentials, but I just gotta show you like a few more things, okay? Willow Go is a wearable pump that I love. Remember in the beginning, I talked to you guys about having a primary pump and then also having a secondary pump. Wearable pumps are secondary, so you can only use them 1 to 2 times, but the Willow Go is one of my favorite ones. And it's just, and you can grab the extra parts over here so that you aren't causing yourself a problem with not having it. Is this a carrying case? Oh my God, we have everything in here. I think I've never seen this before. Oh my God, it's a carrying case. No, I've never seen this. buybuy Baby has everything, as I'm telling you. Okay, we have the carrying case, we have the extra phalanges over here, and you have full container sets if you need. So we have this over here, and then, oh, we wanted to show you some pillows. Gigi, where can we find stuff for, I want to show them some prenatal and some right after they give birth. So we want to show them that. Come on, guys.
So we have some pillows right over here.
Let me see. Oh, this is cute. I'm sorry, guys. I get so distracted. There's so many cute things here. Look at this. Okay, I'll show you guys this later. This is so cute. Okay, so I know some people use it, some people don't. I cannot nurse without a pillow. That was just, I really tried. I remember one time I was in the car and I ended up using a paper towel holder because I needed to that was me, like I needed to put my baby on something to support them. So here you can find the pillows. This is the Boppy brand, which are great. And then down here you also have the Freedom Mom, which is adjustable as well. And I like the Freedom one because it's a little harder. So the Boppies are great. They're definitely softer, which some people like. If you like them a little bit harder, then the Freedom one is gonna be one that you're going to prefer because it just gives a little more support, okay? Oh, I have to show you guys a bottle. Okay, I know I said 7 essentials, but let me just show you one more thing, guys. Okay, bottles and pasties. So how does this play in to you feeding your baby? Number one, if you're formula feeding and you're happy with a pacifier, don't even think twice, you can choose what you want. Happens to be, they say that it really is preferred if you get one of these, this shape, because this shape apparently is better, they say, for oral development. I will tell you that only my last 2 kids would take these. My first son would only take these MAM ones. He was obsessed with these. I think I came to buybuy Baby and bought out like 12 packs because I could not stand always having to look for it in the middle of the night. So if you're nursing, you're definitely gonna wanna use the Soothies if you are using a pacifier, because you wanna make sure that we're having, that we're promoting a positive latch on a pacifier if you wanna use it. Other than that, from here, if you are nursing, the best bottles to promote that latch would be the Avent Naturals and the Dr. Brown's nipple as well. These are of the ones that are, yes, these are my favorite if you are nursing, because we want to maintain a similar latch on the bottle that we do on the breast so it isn't getting confusing. So if you are nursing, you definitely, either the Dr. Brown's, the anti-colic ones, or the Avent Naturals. If you're pumping, Avent Naturals can also be really great. Just looking for the options here because I like them all. We have the anti-colic ones. The naturals, they both actually, you can attach these bottles to your flange and pump directly into these bottles. So that really saved me because I would just go ahead, pump into these bottles, and then put a nipple on, and it was like ready to go. So here you have all of the feeding essentials, no matter how you're feeding your baby, what you're feeding your baby. buybuy Baby Paramus has everything that you need over here to get started, to go through, to, oh wait guys, one more thing. We have the whole Freedom Mom section over here for postpartum, because we know how postpartum can be. We have the C-section recovery brands, we have the healing foam, we have the pads, we have the support binder. You're gonna need these, trust me. And then we have the underwear. We have all the stuff for postpartum as well, and pregnancy. Anything that you guys are gonna need from start to finish, from when you get pregnant to when you come home, all beautiful, from the hospital to when you begin feeding your baby. You can find it all in buybuy Baby Paramus. as well as everything else that you're going to need in your entire baby career, and I will show you guys that. But any questions that you have about feeding your baby, how to feed your baby, what to feed your baby, any of the products specifically that I showed you, please put in the questions, and then at 12 o'clock, I'll be posting to my account and buybuy baby Paramus account, where you can just ask me your questions, and I will be there in the comments, and I will be answering you, and I will be helping you out to show you everything. So thank you for coming along with me, guys. Gigi, thank you so much for your help today. And if you haven't yet checked out buybuy baby Paramus, I cannot recommend it enough. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We're going to shop. See you
Bye.
later.